So yeah, let's talk about COVID. How has COVID affected your life?
Oh yeah, that was it. That's the reason why I got my hours cut, because COVID hit and we had to, shut down, and then we opened back up, but we was only allowed to work a certain amount of hours. And when I wasn't working, I'm like, oh, let me sneak down Kensington. Like I already relapsed in my head before I came down here.
Brothers and sisters are having abscesses, and one of my friends recently died from that. So you don't have any like really bad ones that are open, right?
No.
Thank God.
Yeah, I did. That's why you can see the scars.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they closed up.
Hey AML family, we back out here in the middle of the struggle with our brothers and sisters. And they're human beings just out here struggling in Kensington. They don't need you to judge them. Just pray for them and help them if you can. If you can't do that, just leave them alone. Don't leave no nasty comments, because they do read these comments and they got feelings. I met a very nice lady. How you doing?
I'm good.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Okay, you see she got the Hollister shirt on. All right. What's your name, dear?
Derricka.
Derricka. Okay. All right, Derricka. Where are you from originally?
Delaware County.
Yo, shout out Delco. We out there representing. Okay, let's jump right into it. Tell us a little bit about your childhood growing up.
I have 6 brothers and sisters. I'm the youngest. My mom and dad were, good to me, I guess. Well, more so my mom. I grew up in media, and then I moved to Darby for a little bit and went to Penwood High School. And I got pregnant in like 9th grade, and my mom wound up moving us to media again. So I started going to Strathaven High School in Wallingford and raised my son. My mom helped me for the most part. Like I would take him to daycare in the morning before school, and she would pick him up after. Graduated from Strathaven, was supposed to go to college, but never made it because my mom passed away. And I don't like to use that as an excuse, but that's when I kind of like went south. My mom passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened to your dad?
My dad, oh gosh, he came in our life after my mom passed away and like took us on, but once he found out that I was getting high, it was like, you gotta go or whatever, and we just stopped speaking. I wound up, moving out on my own with my girlfriend and started partying, hosting parties, taking Molly and snorting coke, and then it turned to Percocets, and from there I started using dope probably like 2 years after that, because I couldn't find any perks down Delaware County, so we Googled where they get it from in Philly, and it brought us to Kensington, and they had dope, so we bought it because it was cheaper. And from there, I started using. I would come down, every couple days just to buy drugs, and then eventually I got stuck down here, and I've been down here for about 7-8 years now.
That's
and then I started shooting up because everybody was doing it. Then started smoking crack, which was stupid. But everybody down here smoked crack, so it was like, that happened.
Wow. I'm so sorry you had, some misfortune in your life that, that ruined your foundation and for your adulthood, because your childhood definitely affects your adulthood. You had any favorite subject in school?
English was my favorite. And social studies, I wanted to be a lawyer. That was the plan, but
yeah, I hear you. Were you like a loner, or were you like a popular girl in school?
I was popular in school, and sad to say I was a bully, kinda. Well, that's what people consider, but I'm just like loud mouth, so a lot of people would get, intimidated by my mouth.
Understood.
But yeah, I had a lot of friends in high school. I used to cheerlead.
Oh, awesome. Okay. What's the highest level of education you completed?
12th grade.
What do you do after high school?
Nothing. I just started working because I had to, support my son and, support myself because I didn't have anybody. So it was like either work or go to school. And I chose, to work. I didn't have a choice really.
Where is your son currently?
He's with his dad now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, his dad graduated college and then took him from me, not like, custody or whatever, but took him so I can go to college, but I took that freedom and started partying instead. So it was like ass backwards.
Yeah.
But I had him at 14, so not having him, around was like, oh, I'm free, I want to party and shit like that.
Right.
And that was the bad choice to make.
What are some of your favorite childhood memories?
When my mom would always take us to the movies on a Friday, me and my sisters, like, one of my sisters, we're a year apart, so my birthday is on the 4th and hers is on the 5th. So for one day we'd be the same age, and she would always like let me,
Cool. How many?
Take control for one day because we was the same age.
All right. Awesome. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters.
And is any one of them struggling with addiction?
Yes, one of my sisters is currently down here with me right now. Both of us actually.
That's tough, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys like look out for each other? Got each other back?
Yeah, we do. I try to. When I'm with her, I get worse in my addiction, but I try to, make sure she's okay, and she try to make sure I'm okay.
Oh, that's good.
But us together is like.
I hear you. Got you. So now let's talk about currently out here in Kensington. What drugs are you battling?
Right now, fentanyl and crack cocaine.
Those are 2 tough monsters to fight, right?
Yeah.
It's not easy. When you try fentanyl for the first time, do you shoot it or do you snort it?
I snorted it for the first time, and I was snorting it for like a year and a half. Then once I started staying down here, I started shooting it.
Right. Have you OD'd since you've been doing that?
I OD'd probably like twice in the whole time of using.
Scary? Was it scary for you?
Yeah, it was scary, like as hell, because I woke up and I didn't know what happened. My sister was like, you OD'd, and I'm like, what? Because a lot of people have a bad reaction from Narcan, but I didn't have like a reaction from it, so I had no idea what happened, and it was so scary. Like,
are you afraid of dying?
Yes.
Right.
I have to accept that I'm going to go because I'm playing Russian roulette using drugs, but I am kind of scared to die.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because you shouldn't go out this way, This was not how it was intended for you, but you're a grown woman. You know what you need to do to get yourself on track, right?
Yes.
So what would you say? How much would you say you spend on crack every day, average?
Anywhere from like $100 to $200.
Yeah, because crack is a fast high, and you just got to keep chasing it.
Yeah, you're constantly chasing the high.
Throwing that money in the trash, right? And what about fentanyl?
I spend probably like $200 to $300 a day on it. That's like a job in itself. Like, I don't want to do anything unless I have dope. Like, I don't want to go to sleep unless I know I got something to wake up to or just anything. Like, it took over my whole life.
Is there any positive effects in crack and dope, would you say?
No. Well, the only positive thing I can say I got out of it is that, like, it opened my eyes to a lot of shit. Like, you can't put shit past people. You know what I mean? Being out here, like, it's a whole different life from the way I grew up. So that's the only thing I got good out of it. Like, I don't take shit for granted no more. You know what I mean? And I don't judge people anymore because I was very judgmental. Like, if you smoke cigarettes, I didn't want you near me and shit like that. So that's the only good thing I got out of this experience.
Gotcha.
But other than that, no.
So what all have you lost due to your addiction?
Oh my gosh. I lost my personality. I lost my house, my car, my family. But when I get sober, you know, they always have my back. But being out here, no, I don't have them. I lost my job. I lost self-respect. Pretty much everything you can think of.
I'm so sorry. That's what drugs do to people. Take away everything that you love and you work hard for and give you, what does it give you? It gives you pain and heartache, right?
Yes.
It's not easy. So how do you support your habit?
I used to sell drugs, but I went back to work in the streets.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the girls do. You know, we don't shame you for that because we know you can't maintain a regular job, and that's like the easiest way for the women to make money out here doing stuff like that. If not selling, if not boosting, doing dates, right? Or you got a sugar daddy take care of you. Some girls are lucky like that. So, you know, doing that, that's very risky. Like you said, Russian roulette. And now I'm sure, you know, you have seen some horrible things or have heard about some horrible things. Can you tell us what's the worst thing that you have seen or that has happened to you since you've been doing dates?
Oh my gosh, this is like a movie. I was out here for probably like 7 months, and I met a guy, and I dated him like 5-6 times, and so I kind of trusted him a little bit. The one time he picked me up, he had somebody in the back seat of his car, and I didn't know, and the dude wound up grabbing me from the back, and I started freaking out, and he sliced my throat. I had to get 22 stitches. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Crazy.
Did he get locked up for doing that to you?
No, which was crazy because it was like cameras, you know, where he picked me up at, and I told, you know, special victims that, but it was like once they found out, you know, what I was doing, it was just like swept under the rug.
That's horrible because you're a human being. You don't deserve to be treated like that, regardless of your situation. I'll always say that. Have you seen that guy since?
No, which is the weird part. And I know some people, like, you know, rob dates or do, you know, evil shit to the dates and all that, but I actually treated him good, so I don't know what made him, you know, do that. But I never saw the person that was in the back seat, so I don't know if, you know, they paid him to lure me in the car. I don't know what that was about.
What type of car was it?
It was a white PT Cruiser, and it had like dark tint windows.
And what was the description of him? Do you remember?
Yeah, he was Dominican, kind of older. He had a head full of gray hair. He had a pretty smile, like he was nice. And
you had you had been with him before, so you trusted him, right?
Yeah, because the time that happened, I had a taser on me and I had mace, but I had my bag on the floor, so at the time my neck was back like this, I couldn't get to my bag.
That's horrible.
I had to climb out of my shirt and roll out of the car while I was driving.
Wow, that's very, very traumatic. I'm sorry that happened to you. And you know, obviously that didn't change anything because you're still doing the same thing due to the disease, right?
Yeah.
How do you protect yourself now? How do you stay safe?
It's crazy to say there's no way to stay safe, but I try to go, like, you know, with my instinct, and I try to always make sure I'm like have something in reach, like if it's a mace or a knife, anything, and I don't put nothing past anybody anymore. I don't care how nice you are to me.
Yeah.
I always be on edge when I get in a car with the guy.
Absolutely. Have you been incarcerated for doing that?
Yes.
How many times will you say?
I've been locked up for prostitution probably like 3 times.
What's the longest time you spent in jail?
Well, I spent 6 months in jail for selling drugs in Kensington at RCF prison.
What was your experience like being locked up, the good and the bad?
The good part was it helped me, you know, stay sober and get clean afterwards. And the bad part was going through the withdrawal. Oh my gosh, I had a seizure. fucking throwing up on myself. It was like horrible. The worst experience.
I can't imagine. What's the first thing you did when you got out?
My sister took me to rehab.
Okay. What are some of your triggers?
My trigger is not having anything to do. Like if I'm not busy, I wind up doing something I'm not supposed to do. Like when I got out of rehab, I was working, had a car, and it kept me busy. Once I lost my hours, I started sneaking back down here, and then it just got me again.
So yeah, let's talk about COVID. How has COVID affected your life?
Oh yeah, that was it. That's the reason why I got my hours cut, because COVID hit, and we had to, shut down, and then we opened back up, but we was only allowed to work a certain amount of hours. And when I wasn't working, I'm like, oh, let me sneak down Kensington. Like I already relapsed in my head before I came down here.
And that's what happened with a lot of people due to COVID. A lot of people fell into depression due to losing their job and so many other things, right? A lot of the overdoses rate went high since COVID took place, so that has a major impact with why a lot of people are dying also too.
And
so we're
giving out all that PUA money. People didn't know what to do with it down here. Like, I was seeing, people who got like fucking thousands of dollars. And the more money they got, the more drugs they bought. And a lot of people, OD, like you said.
The one chick that I just interviewed earlier before you, she told me she had $60,000. $60,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
And now she don't got nothing.
Nothing. Everything is gone. So that's how it goes. That PUA, definitely a lot of people got rich on that, and they just went straight to the dealers.
I was kind of upset that I didn't get the money at first, but now I'm kind of happy because I didn't, I probably would have OD'd and died with that fucking money down here.
Right.
Like,
well, thank God that didn't happen. So now let's get to a day in your life. What's 24 hours in your life look like?
I try to stay in during the day. I just started staying in the shelter. So during the day, I try to stay in and get some sleep and pretty much use the whole time. And I make money at night. Like I'll go out like at 4 in the morning and come back in at like 6 a.m.
Is that a safe time for you, 4 in the morning?
Yeah, it's a better time for me, I feel like.
Okay, all right. I hear that. So was it easy for you to get in the shelter, or was it difficult?
No, it was actually hard. I've been trying to get in that shelter for 4 years, and I finally just got in it. When a lady pulled up on me, I was dope sick, and she's like, you want to go to the shelter? And I'm like, it's either, try to get dope or go get housing. So I chose to go.
Well, that's great. How long do you have to wait till you get your own place?
Usually after like 3 months, they start showing you like places, and you can turn down like 3 homes. Maybe, if you don't like the area or you don't like the place. But after 3, you gotta go.
Okay.
So they should be showing me one soon.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And hopefully the next video I do of you, it can be in your new place, and we can help you get furnitures, and that'll be a beautiful thing. So let's get off topic and we done, okay? What's your favorite color?
Red.
Okay, red. What are some of your favorite foods?
I like African food, cassava leaf and potato greens.
Oh, okay, look at that, guys. Who has she been hanging around, huh?
My baby dad is from Liberia.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's amazing. So now, if you had, when you was a little girl, what do you want to become when you grow up?
I wanted to be an FBI agent, believe it or not, or a lawyer. I wanted to do something in that field.
Oh, that's cool. You like helping people?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some things you love most about yourself?
That, I'm very open-minded. I don't judge people. I'm happy all the time, like, even though, my life is really, really hard right now, and I'm away from my son, but I still, try to keep a smile on my face, not judge people. I don't have a stuck-up attitude anymore.
That's awesome. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Yo, shout out to all the Aquarius out there. Show your sign some love. Drop all the positive comments you got for her. Are you a daytime or a nighttime person?
Nighttime.
Why?
Because people drive around and record us during the day, you know, and I don't like that. You don't know who you're going to see doing dumb shit, and I don't like, you know, using outside. You know, I try to stay under the radar just a little bit more because I've been down here for, you know, a while now.
Okay. So guys, you can see she's styling. So we would like to know, how would you describe your style?
Right now I'm not I'm not dressed, but usually I will wear, you know, like shorts and some Air Forces and carry a pocketbook.
Okay,
and wear some lipstick.
Okay, she got a nice, cool style. Okay, that's what's up. So if you had to pick one or the other, if you had to pick to fly or to be invisible, which one would you pick?
To be invisible.
Oh, we got another ghost. Why would you want to be invisible?
So I can see what people do behind my back.
Okay, all right. I hear that a lot. All right. What's your favorite season of the year?
Fall.
Why?
Because I don't like it too hot and I don't like it too cold. So the fall is like perfect weather for me.
Beautiful. Okay.
I can be outside all the time.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, fall is definitely a lot of people's favorite weather. Are you currently in a relationship?
No.
What do you look for in a partner?
Well, when I do, I guess just trust and honesty, because you can't build nothing off of those two. If y'all don't trust each other and you're not honest, you're not going to get anywhere. So that's what I look for in a partner. If you could be honest with me, we're good.
Okay, that's wonderful. Are you a religious or spiritual person?
Yes, I'm very religious.
Where do you believe you'll go when you die?
To heaven.
Amen. I pray you go to heaven. If your friends and your family see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
I love you guys. I know I'm making it hard on y'all because y'all don't know if I'm okay, and I don't call you guys when I'm in my addiction, but I do think about you guys every day, and I love y'all, and just continue to keep praying for me, and one day I'll be home.
And I have a phone, so if you want to call them to check in, you're more than welcome, all right?
Yes.
So this one would be, there are a lot of people in this world who judge people who are struggling with addiction. What's your message for the world?
Don't judge anybody, because addiction does not have a name on it. It doesn't have a race or anything. It does not discriminate against anybody, and you never know where you're going to end up.
Awesome.
So, try not to judge anybody.
Hey, she said it best, guys. Erica, you say your name was?
Derricka.
Derricka.
Yep.
Hey, guys, I want to tell the lovely Derricka, thank you so much for opening up and, you know, letting us in. We will continue to, you know, follow her. She's part of the AML family now. We got her back. So drop all the positive comments you got for her. Let her know she's not alone. Is there anything that you're in need of we can help you with, Derricka?
Right now, just prayer. Pray that I stay safe and one day I can make it out of here.
Amen. Guys, you heard it. Don't be bitter, be better. Until next time, AML family, we out there. Peace out.